As we continue at Hebrews chapter 12, we're going to be looking at verses 14 to 17, and I'm going to read verses 14 and 15 to you as we hear what Hebrews has to say about the importance of peace and purity and holiness. Pursue peace with everyone and the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and through it many become defiled. It's a very interesting, I think, and challenging message from Hebrews today. Pursue peace with everyone. Well, what would that look like? What does Hebrews mean? Pursue peace with people I like, pursue peace with people I don't like, pursue peace with people with whom I'm in conflict or misunderstanding or disagreement. Is this only for individuals? What would it mean for larger groups of people or even nations? Pursue peace with everyone. That sounds pretty unequivocal to me for us as individual believers, that should be our goal. In our behavior and our speech and our attitude towards other people should always be one which, if you will, defaults towards pursuing peace rather than enmity or discord or seeing if someone agrees with us on every single thing or not. It's about pursuing peace. And that connected part of the sentence is, and the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. And you and I can look at our own lives, we can look at the lives of any person, and we can say, do we see these two things are being evidenced? Is this person pursuing peace with everyone? And am I running after, to use this image from Hebrews 12, the kind of holiness that God calls for and desires and wants to see in us, the holiness without which no one, Hebrews says, will see the Lord. And Hebrews is one of the books in the New Testament that talks both about what Jesus has done on our behalf as a high priest who has entered the holy place, how he is the sacrifice once and for all time, and at the same time, God calls for and wants to see holiness of life. And again, our holiness begins within, and it's evidenced by a person's speech and behavior and how they treat other people. And the final part of this little message today is that no one allows a root of bitterness to spring up and cause trouble, and through it many become defiled. The inability to allow God's grace and forgiveness to do their work in our hearts will allow bitterness to take root. And as soon as we become bitter, resentful, even angry and stewing on things, not being able to release them, that's when all kinds of relational trouble springs up, and we won't experience peace, that's for sure. So for today at least, pursue peace and the holiness without which no one will see the Lord.